The Yakuza, a powerful and enigmatic organization, has shaped Japan's underworld for centuries. Their rise to power and eventual decline is a story filled with intrigue, violence, and surprising twists. Today we delve into the fascinating history of the Yakuza, from their humble beginnings to their peak and eventual downfall. The origins of the Yakuza can be traced back to the Edo period in the 17th century. Initially, they were not a single unified group, but rather a collection of outcasts, gamblers, and peddlers. These early groups were known as Tekiya and Bakuto. Tekiya were peddlers who sold goods at festivals and markets, often engaging in petty scams and illegal activities. Bakuto were gamblers who ran illegal gambling dens. Both groups lived on the fringes of society, shunned by mainstream culture. Over time, these groups began to organize into structured criminal syndicates. They adopted a code of conduct and a hierarchy reminiscent of the samurai, the noble warriors of feudal Japan. This structure gave them a sense of legitimacy and discipline that differentiated them from ordinary criminals. The name Yakuza itself comes from a losing hand in a traditional Japanese card game, symbolizing their underdog status. But these underdogs would soon become a formidable force in Japanese society. By the early 20th century, the Yakuza had infiltrated various aspects of Japanese life. They expanded their operations from gambling to include drug trafficking, extortion, human trafficking, and even legitimate businesses. Their influence reached deep into politics, entertainment, and the economy, making them a shadow power in Japan. They were involved in everything from real estate and construction to finance and the stock market. The Yakuza's reach was vast, and their power was undeniable. The post-World War II era saw the Yakuza reach the height of their power. With Japan in chaos and the economy in ruins, the Yakuza stepped in, providing black market goods and services. They became seen by some as a necessary evil, filling gaps where the government could not. During this time, the Yakuza provided food, clothing, and other essentials to the war-ravaged population. They also helped to rebuild communities, often acting as unofficial authorities in areas where the government was absent. However, with power came visibility, and the Japanese government could no longer ignore the Yakuza's activities. The 1990s brought a significant crackdown on organized crime, with new laws aimed at curbing their influence. The Anti-Boryokudan Act of 1992 marked a turning point. This law allowed the police to target Yakuza organizations more effectively, restricting their ability to operate openly. Police raids, stricter regulations, and public campaigns began to chip away at their operations. Internal conflicts also weakened the Yakuza. Rival factions fought brutal wars for control, leading to increased violence and instability within the organization. The once unified front of the Yakuza began to fracture. Infighting and power struggles became common, further diminishing their strength. High-profile arrests and defections weakened the leadership, creating a power vacuum that exacerbated internal divisions. The Yakuza's influence in politics and business also faced significant challenges. As the Japanese economy modernized and globalized, the Yakuza's traditional sources of income and power were eroded. Legitimate businesses became less reliant on Yakuza protection and services. The rise of corporate governance and international scrutiny made it harder for the Yakuza to maintain their grip on the economy. Today, the Yakuza are a shadow of their former selves. While still active, their numbers have dwindled and their influence has waned. The Japanese government continues to tighten the noose, making it increasingly difficult for the Yakuza to operate. Public opinion has also turned against them, with greater awareness of their criminal activities and the harm they cause to society. The once mysterious and semi-respected image of the Yakuza has been replaced by a view of them as a dangerous and harmful criminal element. Despite their decline, the Yakuza have left a lasting impact on Japanese culture. They have been the subject of countless films, books, and television shows, often romanticized as honorable outlaws. The tattoos and rituals associated with the Yakuza have become iconic symbols, recognized worldwide. Their story, from humble beginnings to a sprawling criminal empire, is a testament to the complexities of power and the inevitable consequences of a life in the shadows. The rise and fall of the Yakuza is a cautionary tale of ambition and the dangers of unchecked power. It serves as a reminder of how organized crime can infiltrate and influence society, and the importance of vigilance in combating such threats. While their presence may have diminished, the lessons from their history remain relevant. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of the Yakuza. If you found this video interesting, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the fascinating stories of the past. Until next time.